Please enjoy our presentation on the density of fish.
Bumphead fish, tropical. The bumphead fish grows over 6 feet and can live up to 70 years. It is highly vulnerable to overfishing because it is a valued luxury food. Aggravating behavior and preference to shallow water. The males have the bigger bumps on their heads. Past and present. Past. The earliest known aquarists were the submarines, who kept fish in artificial ponds at least 4,500 years ago. Present. Tropical fish are kept in aquariums in places such as restaurants, doctors' offices, and hospitals. It has been proven that staring at fish swimming around can lower blood pressure and reduce stress. Future. Not only is the fish considered calming, but same with waves crashing and the water movement, and just nature in general. So maybe in the future, by knowing this, there could be a more medical and bigger use of fish to decrease heart rate and muscle tension.
Blobfish, deep sea. The blobfish lack many muscles, so they typically stay stationed at the bottom of the ocean. Unlike most sea creatures, they lack a gas bladder which maintains buoyancy. They only look like goopy creatures when removed from their environment. They look like normal fish under extreme pressure. Past and present. Past. The first deep-sea exploration was led by Charles Wyville in 1872 through 1876, going down nearly 70,000 nautical miles. Present. To cope with pressure, many fish are rather small. They have also eliminated all excess cavities that would collapse under pressure. New sources for medical drugs, food, energy, resources, and other products. We have buoys to monitor sea surface conditions. Future. One day there could be a submarine that can withstand the extreme pressure of the deep sea. As of now, the deepest a submarine has went was 14,760 feet. It will have modifications made to reach over 21,000. The strongest subs are made out of tough steel or titanium specifically. Spherical shapes are stronger under extreme pressure, and most submarines are constructed of flexible metals that allow them to contract and expand as the pressure changes.
Past and present. Past. The first somewhat successful fishing rods made of fiberglass came about the mid-1940s, but were used since before 2000 BC. Saltwater fish, keeping for fun, actually began in England about 200 years ago. Present. Two of the healthiest fish you can eat, sardines and tuna, happen to live in saltwater. Fish are loaded with important nutrients such as protein and vitamin D, although some are constantly high with mercury. Not only does it benefit us for consumption, but it helps with diversity of fish. Ocean sunfish. The ocean sunfish is a saltwater fish. The scientific name for the ocean sunfish is mola. The ocean sunfish is an omnivore, which means it eats plants and animals. The ocean sunfish is 11 feet long, on average, and weighs about 2.5 tons. The ocean sunfish's body is bullet-shaped, and the ocean sunfish consumes jellyfish and zooplankton. In the future, one day there will be a fish tank that allows us to bring up deep sea creatures without hurting them. This tank will be able to have the technology to create very high water pressure in the smaller tank. This will allow us to better examine the wildlife and can help us get a better understanding of their way in life and habits.
Catfish, freshwater. The smallest species of catfish are only 0.39 inches long. Catfish are able to be silver, gray, white, tan, or even green in color. The whole entire body of a catfish is covered in taste buds. They are able to produce and detect sounds. They use their taste buds for hunting food because they can't use their eyesight very well. Past and present. Past. Fishing is an ancient practice that dates back about 40,000 years ago. Isotopic analysis shows that people from the Upper Paleolithic period can consume freshwater fish. Present. They are of major economic and nutritional ecosystem services, scientific, historical, and cultural importance worldwide. Fish make up more than 6% of the world's annual animal protein supplies for humans.
Future. The robot fish is similar to the robot scuba diver, but this allows for a closer look at the behavior, lifestyle, and eating habits, and the fish habits of deep ocean fish without risking any human lives. A more in-depth look at the fishes without having to remove them from their habitat. The koi pond fish. The scientific name is Cyprinus carpio. The koi is an omnivore, and they eat a variety from all depths of water. The life expectancy is about 40 years, and they are able to go 3 feet in length. The koi are native to bodies of fresh water, and they were domesticated in the 19th century.
Past and present. Past. Records of fish ponds being used can be found from the early period of the Middle Ages, used in aquaculture for fish farming, or is used for recreational fishing or for ornamental purposes. Present. Fish that live in a pond are able to survive the winter when the pond freezes because of how they are able to adapt to the drastic changes. When the pond freezes, it never freezes solid. Future. In the soon future, we could have scuba diver robots that would be able to go down to deep depths of the ocean without all the risks. It's a way safer option, and it will still allow us to be able to get a good look of what exactly is down there. The robot will have a waterproof camera eye and claw hands that allows the robot to pick up objects and allows the user to have a clear look of everything.
Jobs. A fisherman uses nets and fishing rods to catch fish and other sea creatures. A fisherman must have patience, knowledge of fish, and perseverance. Fishermen get paid $27,000 to $42,000. A diver works below the surface of the water using scuba gear. You must be responsible, self-dependent, and be alert. Divers make around $58,000 a year. An aquarist is an individual who cares for and monitors aquariums. You must be able to work with others and be creative. You also must be comfortable using a variety of tools. They make $40,000 to $50,000 a year.
Marine biologists study fish and take care of underwater life, plants, and etc. You need to have patience and good observation skills, along with excellent teamwork and communication skills. Marine biologists get paid around $30,000 to $90,000 a year. Fish wardens are peace officers that make sure wildlife codes are obeyed. You need strong leadership abilities, and you need to be able to speak and write clearly. You will also need to be able to understand others. Fish wardens can make around $50,000 to $80,000 a year. Aquaculture farmers raise fish, usually for food. You should be accountable and resourceful and have a strong work ethic. You should also have a working knowledge in biology, computers, and the seafood industry. Aquaculture farmers make around $70,000 a year. Animal care specialists. Animal care specialists care for and ensure the wellness of the fish and animals. They are able to work with minimum supervision and would need an affection for animals, and also fish. You need to be good at communication and time management. Animal care specialists make around $20,000 to $40,000 a year. Aquarium technicians ensure the conditions of the aquarium. You need self-motivation and the willingness to learn. You would also need to know plumbing, CPR, and aquaculture. Aquarium technicians make around $40,000 a year. Pond service technicians manage pond conditions, fertilizers, cleanliness, and safety of organisms. Pond service technicians need to be responsible, clean, and handy when it comes to repairing. They make around $40,000 a year.
Fish specialist. They study fish and their habitat. Aquaculture farmer. Raising fish, usually for food. You should be accountable and resourceful and have a strong work ethic. You should also have a working knowledge in biology, computers, and the seafood industry. They make around $70,000.
We hope you enjoyed our presentation, and thank you for watching The Density of Fish by Allie, Kyla, Hannah, Yuna, and Mackenzie.